Welcome back, everybody, to the KC Sports Report. I'm your host, Michael Darcy, and today I'm going to break down if the Kansas City Chiefs are going to reunite with former friend Marquez Valdes-Scantling. So, Chiefs Kingdom, the Buffalo Bills made a big-time trade for a wide receiver. They got Amari Cooper from the Browns earlier today, and with this trade, they had too many wide receivers on their roster. So what did they do? They released MVS, and so Marquez Valdes-Scantling, former Chiefs great, as some would say, is now a free agent looking for his next team. And the only two places that really make sense for MVS are the Jets and the Chiefs. And the Jets also made a move today, getting Devontae Adams from the Raiders, and so I don't think that he's going to New York. So it seems like MVS is going to be back in a Chiefs uniform by the end of the business day tomorrow, which just is, listen, it's outrageous. I'm not saying I'm the biggest fan of this. Last year, you really saw all of the issues that he had with drops and inconsistencies. He had all of those problems in the regular season, but as we saw come playoff time, he was a different wide receiver. And so I wouldn't hate this move, but at the same time, I don't love it. I feel like the Chiefs have so much more work to do when it comes to improving the room. And listen, if the wide receiver room wasn't racked with injuries and, guys not playing up to their full potential, I don't think that MVS would even be an option. But the fact that your wide receiver room is so small and is so, banged up, MVS just makes sense. I'm not saying that I love it, but Brett Veach, this is just a Brett Veach move to go out and get a wide receiver that already has familiarity with the offense and has helped this team win Super Bowls in the past. He was a part of the team that won back-to-back championships, and while I didn't think that he was going to be a part of the three-peat, guys, it seems like Brett Veach is going to make this move. I don't have any confirmation. I don't have any sources telling me anything, but the fact that MVS is a free agent and the Chiefs wouldn't have to give up any draft capital to go get him, guys, this move's going to happen. It's just a matter of time at this point. So MVS is going to be back with the Kansas City Chiefs, in the next couple days. Love it or hate it, he's going to give you something in this wide receiver room. Something is a very broad term, but I think it's correct. You don't know if it's going to be good or it's going to be bad, but maybe MVS gives you something that Sky Moore and Justin Watson don't have. I mean, I'm not really sure because we've seen what MVS is in this offense, and it's a really good wide receiver 4. He's not a wide receiver 2 or a wide receiver 3, but as your wide receiver 4, he's all right. He's okay. He's serviceable. And if that's what he ends up being, in 2024, I wouldn't hate the signing. But if you're going out to get him thinking that he's your number 1 or number 2 wide receiver, we are going to be in a world of disappointment. He's just not that kind of guy. And you saw last year when they expected him to elevate his game to fit that role, he wasn't any good. And so I hope that, Brett Veach isn't under the opinion that MVS can find something that he didn't have last year or that he didn't have in Buffalo this season. They're going to have to make a legitimate move to get a wide receiver. I still think that Deontay Johnson is in play. You might not have gotten Amari Cooper, but I was listening to Nate Taylor of The Athletic today talk on 610 Sports Radio, and by what he was saying, it didn't really seem like the Chiefs were ever in on Cooper. So clearly, they have other options in mind. He didn't rule out a Deontay Johnson trade or maybe a DeAndre Hopkins trade, but it seemed like they were never in on Cooper, which kind of makes sense because he leads the NFL in drops. So it's kind of funny you switch out MVS for a guy that already leads the league in drops in Amari Cooper. But guys, I want to hear your thoughts down in the comments below. What do you think is going to happen with MVS? Like I said, love it or hate it, this move is going to happen. I think that it just makes too much sense for the Chiefs from a front office perspective to bring back somebody that knows the offense, he knows Andy Reid, he's played with Patrick Mahomes, he's made big-time catches in the biggest games. It just makes sense. I don't love the signing. I think that they're going to have to do, a lot more work. But if he is your wide receiver 4, I don't know how much I hate it. I really don't. But I think that if this is your solution to the problem, you're in a world of hurt. Like if this is Brett Veach's solution to the wide receiver issue, the Chiefs are screwed. Like there's no way to sugarcoat that. But I think that if you add MVS and you trade for Deontay Johnson, now you're back. Now you're back cooking with Crisco. But if you just go get MVS and assume that all of your problems are solved, oh man, we are in a bad spot. And there's going to be some Chiefs fans out there that are kind of pissed off because why can't the Chiefs move on? Why can't they go get new talent, somebody that has a higher, ceiling than MVS? And I understand that criticism. I understand that sentiment. But at this point of the season, you need someone that has some familiarity with the offense, that the offense and Patrick Mahomes trust. And MVS is that guy. Even though last year he couldn't catch the football in the regular season, come playoff time, he was that guy. He had big catches in the AFC Championship game. He caught a touchdown in the Super Bowl. He has just always been, consistent in the big time games, and that's what the Chiefs are looking for. And they, still need to go get a wide receiver, but now you can sign MVS off the street and not give up any draft capital. And if you're Brett Veach sitting there in your office, you're making this move by tomorrow at 5 o'clock. So Chiefs Kingdom, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. Do you want to see MVS back in this offense? Do you think it's going to happen? Like I said, he's going to the Jets or he's going to the Chiefs, and I don't think the Jets have the space. So I think that all but guarantees him a spot on this roster. I think he will be a Kansas City Chief by Friday. So, Chiefs Kingdom, let me know what you guys think down in the comments below. That's all I have for this video. If you guys enjoyed it, hit that like button and subscribe so more Chiefs fans can find it. Go follow me on social medias, Instagram and TikTok, KC_Sports Report, and Twitter at KC Sports Report. Until next time, guys, thank you for watching this video, and go Chiefs.